This preacher man right here, Martin Luther King Jr., he went to war with the Bible and he got thumped. They thumped him and they give him a statue. They put a statue in the middle of a black neighborhood in a black park. Why? To tell you, oh, this man was so great, he was so powerful? No. It's a reminder to every free person in America that freedom comes at a cost. And if you want to stand up for freedom, if you want to defend freedom, if you want to speak about freedom, we will thump you. If you come with good ideas and a book, we will take your life away from you. The idea of equality has damaged this nation in ways that are irreparable. What are you talking about? How did it damage us? Like, make me equal and tangible goods, right? If you say that we're equal, then I need a place to live, i.e. a house. I need transportation. I need the right to own my shit where you can't come take my shit. Okay, but marching around, he almost got to it. And when he almost got to it, Martin Luther King at the poor people's protest, he starts talking about, I'm coming to get my check. They checked him. They checked him fast and quick. And because they did this to Martin, because they did it to Malcolm, you don't want to be you. And so since you don't want to be you, the idea of equal is so good. Man, the Bible and equal don't even make sense. God didn't make everybody equal. If God made everybody equal, I'd be just as big, just as fast, and just as rich as LeBron James. But that's not reality. Hey, two twins come from the same mama. Hey, one twin is faster than the other twin. Came from the same mama. They supposed to be the same. Sometimes they look the same and they don't get the same results in life. They don't work hard at the same things in life, don't have the same drive, don't have the same ambition, don't have the same purpose. The idea of equality in your life is worthless. Ain't nobody equal to you on an individual, personal level. And so when you want to do it big and broad in society and be like, I want little white boys and little white girls to play together and make babies, hell yeah. But that sounds like basic humanity. That don't sound like no aspirational thing, equality. Man, if you line up 1,000 people to run a race and you're going to get 1,000 different times, unless like they intentionally hold hands and cross the finish line at the exact same time. So what are we fighting for, right? What are we fighting for? I look at these people and I know they died for something. At that moment in time, they needed something. And he wanted to be seen as a whole man and not subjugated to a racial class. I get it. But right now, this is capitalism. It's about material goods. It's about material gains. You need access to goods. You need to be able to create markets so that you can be powerful. But instead of having conversations on how we get powerful, I tell every man in America how you get powerful is to have great ideas, work exceptionally hard, be determined, and make sure this idea comes to fruition. But most people, their ideas don't come to fruition. They lose. The hard conversation is our nation is filled with people who are losers. And so you can't have equality and a competition when people are losing. But it's okay to lose because after you lose like 6, 7, 8 times, if you're Michael Jordan, after you lose like 7 times, if you're LeBron James, finally you win. Touchdown, field goal, slam dunk, whatever it may be. But you don't get that drive with equality. You don't get that. You don't get that. It comes from competition. It comes from failing. It comes from working exceptionally hard. And the idea of equality stops you from working hard. I get mad because like the ideas were presented in a certain type of way to be palatable because he didn't want to be seen as an aggressive man, as the angry black man. Man, there's only 2 things in the whole history of the universe. That's power and impact. How you use said power. When I just really boiled down this equality thing, I can't have a baby. I can't. I can fall in love with a woman. I can trust a woman and I can engage in intercourse with this woman, but I can't have no baby. So how the hell are we equal? I don't got coochie envy. I value humanity. I don't value Christianity. I don't value capitalism. I value people. People are the greatest capital that ever existed in the history of the world. And we can't even talk about humanity because we're trapped within ideas. And where are they going to take us to, right? If you believe in Christianity, love Jesus, love God, all these things, fantastic. But if you do this and you go to war with a book and they thump you, then that tells all of us It tells all of us working class, average ass, loser ass men, we're supposed to be working together because collectively we're the most powerful entity in the history of the world. How and why? How and why? You're the most richest, poor citizen in the history of everything. You're poor in America and you got more money than 95% of the world. How powerful that is. But instead of you saying, damn, I got some testicles and I got some testosterone and I got some muscles to go and be powerful, what do? You listen to her because she wants to be your peer. You believe in equality. I said, how the hell you believe in equality? Shit, we're supposed to work together. Facts. Men and women are supposed to work together. This is the reality of life. But I gotta do the shit that my body was designed to do. I gotta lift heavy things. I gotta beat off motherfucking wild animals and wild men. That's my responsibility. Your responsibility is to bear me a child. Edify my black ass. Tell me how amazing and wonderful I am. Because I gotta go to war. I'm your warrior. Hype me up. You hype me up. My woman hypes me up. And I do everything in my power to make sure that she survives. Even if I die. That's the exchange. That's not equal. That's reality. That's humanity. But you don't want to acknowledge my humanity. You want to reduce me down to this idea that we all have the same talents. We should all get the same thing. And the same thing, get your ass popped. Because if we get the same thing, you're taking something away from me. And right now in America, you're trying to take away my physical force. And I'm like, yo, man, when you take away the things from a fierce animal, you're telling that nigga to die. And it seems like America is telling men in America, man, just roll over and die. Don't compete. Don't be strong. Don't exert force. Don't conquer. And I'm like, man, go conquer something. I don't give a shit. Start with conquering yourself. Tell yourself, I was not designed equal. I was designed to do something amazing and great. That nigga died. I don't want to follow in his footsteps. I want to live, huh? And for me to live, that means I got to tell the truth about who I am and what it is that I want. I want a woman to bear my kids. I want a house. I want a car that goes fast, huh? And I don't want nobody to be able to take nothing away from me. I want to fight for peace. I don't want to call the police. Y'all think when a nigga shows up with a gun, you think that's power. He's trying to make you do something. That's force. That's violence. That's the thing that you hate, making someone do something. I'm like, can't nobody make me do shit. That's power, huh? This nigga wants to talk about equality, but there is no equality when it comes to power. There's force and there's niggas that lose. And I'm asking, like, you, man, with a purpose, you average ass loser person, what are you willing to do to be powerful? That's the question that will save America, right? I believe that women having baby could also save America, but someone has to defend that family. Someone has to provide income and generate resources for that child to exist. We're not equal, but we should be working equally as hard for humanity, not some idea to fall in love, do the nasty, and make a baby, because that's the only power that exists.
And this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington, in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.